When I think about leadership, I think about one of my favorite books that I love to give to my mentees and people that have worked for me over the years, and it's called You Don't Need a Title to Be a Leader. It's by Max Sarborn, and I love that book because it's saying that to be a leader, it's more about being authentic, to being courageous, to being excellent, to be a team player. It's all of these qualities of what makes a leader. I joined the forum in 1991, 1992. I was, at the time, a vice president at Merrill Lynch, and I had just been appointed by Mayor David N. Dinkins to the New York City Board of Education. I was honored and humbled that the organization thought that I belong in this special circle of women. I think the way that I summarize my career path is small town girl makes good. I'm from a very small village, Yellow Springs, Ohio, 3,400 people, 3 stoplights that go in blinking yellow at 10 p.m. still today. And I rose to, in the corporate offices of Merrill Lynch, a mayoral appointee, involved in so many good works all over the world. Small town girl makes good. When you think about first, I think about an op-ed piece that appeared in the New York Times that I wrote in 1984 and 1985. It was published. It was called The First, the Only, or One of a Few. And I talked about being an African American and desegregating my elementary school. I was the first. Being the first African American to be in the National Honor Society in high school, to be the first black homecoming queen. By then we were black, not Negro or colored. And so I was the first black homecoming queen at the University of Dayton. And then when I went on to Merrill Lynch, I was the first woman and person of color to be elected a trustee of the foundation. So I've lived my life as the first, the only, or one of a few. And it's been a gift, a blessing, and a responsibility. I had several mentors in my life. First would be my father, was an extraordinary man in his own right, a great civil rights leader out of Chicago. I think the next one would be Jim Joseph, who at the time was the president of the Council on Foundations and went on in the Clinton administration to be the appointee to the ambassador to South Africa. And he was the one who thought of me for the job at Merrill Lynch. I had 2 offers for positions. One, when I was in Chicago and thinking about coming to New York City, I had one from the Ford Foundation, and the other was Merrill Lynch. I didn't know about a stock. I didn't know about a bond. I didn't have an MBA. I've got my doctorate in education. And Jim Joseph said to me, when I called him, I said, I've got 2 offers. What should I decide? How should I think about this? He said, you can go to Ford and give away money in civil rights, or you can go to Merrill Lynch and be civil rights. What I've enjoyed the most about my engagement, involvement with the Women's Forum are the women. Just meeting such interesting women across disciplines. It's not just corporate. It could be the arts. It could be education. It could be, athletes. It's so that you meet such a cross-section of vibrant women who encourage and support one another. The Women's Forum of New York is a bond of sisterhood that is beyond your imagination.